and welcome back to tonight's episode of King and Sharif Real Talk. I am King.
I'm Sharif.
And tonight we are talking about the elections that happened last night, among other things. So, how do you feel about the blue wave that happened?
It ain't senators, so.
It's not senators.
So, ain't too much these governors and mayors. Most of them be begging the government for stuff. So.
Well, true, but I do believe that politics are local. It starts here. You got to start somewhere.
Oh, yeah, it's a good start because these same people that won, if they do a good job, they can stomp the yard,
Yeah.
I'm glad to see Obama came out of hiding.
He did.
And actually really did a good job.
Yeah, and I think it made a difference in the Virginia race. Mississippi turned two solidly red seats blue. First time in 25 years.
Seats, or was it like, I didn't know they was doing any Senate stuff.
It was two seats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. California voted yes for Prop 50, which was the
which is a span.
Right. The voting. So basically they get
so
more.
So what does that do? Give you more electoral?
More electoral votes. And Governor Newsom did that to try to counteract what they were doing in Texas, and I can't remember the other state, but there were a couple of other states that were trying to gerrymander already disenfranchised voters, more of a disadvantage. And I think that the race that was on everybody's mind was the New York mayoral race.
Yeah. Guy that likes the rappers and stuff.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, doesn't affect me, but you know what I mean. I'm glad they didn't choose Cuomo because he switched. He lost and then he switched.
I used to be down for them Cuomo boys. I used to.
They were good. The dad was a good man.
Yeah.
And I don't know I think the son, I think he was a good governor, but then, he got caught up in sexual harassment scandal.
Yeah. And then, oh gosh, what's the guy that was on CNN? Was it Chris Cuomo?
Mm-hmm.
I really liked him, but he's kind of, he flipped the script a little bit too.
He quit or he went to?
Yeah, that was his brother. And I think that he got forced out behind the scandal with his brother.
Of his brother, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but then when I saw that he had kind of aligned with, that Andrew had kind of aligned, the one that ran for mayor, kind of aligned with Trump, I was just like,
Well, I don't know if he aligned with Trump. I just think, Trump knows them. Because Trump is big in New York and when Cuomo was mayor.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think they already have a relationship, and Trump was Democrat, so... I think they had a relationship, and maybe it soured, maybe it didn't. But I just think when he went independent, then I don't think Trump really likes them, but I just think it made more sense for him to have Cuomo because the Republican wasn't nobody liked him, nobody wanted him.
Right.
For one, New York is not a Republican state
at all.
So what I mean, you're not going. You have. With the boroughs and and even
New York City like that.
Yeah, but the rest of the state is nothing. The rest of the state is 4 million, where you got New York City is 8 million people, and and most of them are black, Hispanic or immigrant. So a lot of the the rich whites, they either live in Jersey, Connecticut, or upstate. So even then, some of them even drive couple hours not to live in the city, so work in the city, work on Wall Street, but don't live there. But so they can't vote. So it's a it's not going to be a Republican that's going to do anything there. So and Trump knows that. So he can't. It don't matter who he pushes as a Republican candidate, they can't win. So
not right now.
Yeah, I mean never. But just having, just having Cuomo, you got a better chance of, South Carolina winning South Carolina going Democrat, then you got New York going Republican. So it's not gonna happen, New York or New Jersey, but it's definitely not New York. Mm-hmm. And so basically, what you got there is him just choosing what he considers the person that he can work with the most, and he has a relationship with them.
Yeah, he definitely ain't gonna be able to work with Mondani at all.
They don't like each other. Yeah. And then you throw the Trump sees him as a threat to what they get ready to do, because that guy could run for president.
But if you, based on that speech that he gave last night was very Obama-esque.
Oh, he can run for president.
Yeah.
He would be my favorite to run after seeing him, how he handled the because he gonna get people to vote. Mm-hmm. And that's what our problem as Democrats is right now. We can't get people to vote. We don't have a candidate that people will vote for. You know what I mean? It's just like they won't vote for the female that, that has some experience. They won't vote for Biden, he's too old, and da-da-da-da-da. And you know what I'm saying? It's the young guy. Another guy is young. What's his name? Hakeem Jeffries. I like him, but he's he a little too black for TV.
So Hakeem Jeffries has got some problems, and I say that because he's taking a lot of money from super PACs, which. I think that when that came out, that kind of soured him for a lot of people. It did for me when I found out that he'd taken, I forget exactly how much he had taken, but I know my guy Cory Booker took like $800,000 from a super PAC. And
Cory Booker, he's not president,
He was at first. I mean, he was.
I like him. I just don't see him beating nobody.
Well, yeah. And then I do also think that Cory Booker, when he was running for president, some of the things he was doing was very performative, and he was trying to look the part. But Hakeem,
he really didn't do a good job.
Yeah. But Hakeem Jeffries, he's got some. I think he's got some problems. But who am I?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think he should run for president.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's young. Mm-hmm. That's what you're gonna have to do to beat. To beat J.D. Vance, you're going to have to be young, because that's who Trump going to throw his support behind. So, and J.D. Vance is one of these, I'm about to say Captain Kirk, but what's his name? Charlie Kirk. They all in that same field, you know what I mean? Take away welfare, do this, do that, make the poor people poorer, make the rich people richer.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, when he grabbed the wife's hair and stuff?
Well, she grabbed his hair and he grabbed her by the waist. It was there was a lot of chemistry there. I'll just leave it at that. Well, looked like some residual. Some residual chemistry. Yeah.
I think they know they can't go there. It'll ruin both of them.
Will it?
Especially Vance. If he was messing with Kurt. Man, that's going to be his supporters. Him and Kurt are the same. They got the same message.
I have to object, because the moral compass of these folks right now is questionable at best.
This Kurt dude, he's like the Martin Luther King of white people right now.
But the thing is,
can't cross him.
He is, but I mean, look at everything that allegedly has been done, that Trump's done, and nobody's.
Oh no, this is different though. Trump never went after a martyr. Like this is like I was literally at the USC game. Did you see that when you came to the USC game? Right across the street from us was a big sign that said, "We are all in Charlie Kirk."
We are all Charlie Kirk.
We are all in Charlie Kirk. Yeah, it was like. I'm talking about a huge sign. I don't know how you missed it. Like where we were, right, with Mavis Tires, it probably was like probably like straight to your Cadillac right there. Just across the street. You know what I'm saying? But diagonally right across from big old sign, "We are Charlie Kirk." I said, boy.
Wow.
I mean, this is a USC homecoming. You know what I mean? You got most of the team is black. they don't care about that.
And we are in the ass crack of the South, so.
Man, we deep in it. I hate to go to Mississippi Ole Miss game.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff going on.
I don't even know how black people even go down there and play for them. But they got. I was just looking at that the other day when they played Carolina. I was like, man, I got all these black people that go to school down there. Like, I don't know why. I guess because Mississippi's a white state, but Jackson,
black people, yeah.
Jackson's the biggest city, and it's 78% black. Right. So you know what I mean. It's weird.
And people don't have a choice. I mean, you either go to the community college or you go to the school.
Go to Mississippi State.
Well, I guess you could. I guess.
You go to Mississippi State, hey. I mean,
why are you shaking your head?
It's Mississippi, but they ain't the rebels. Shake your head. they Mississippi still, but they ain't the rebels. Something about that rebel boy. Ooh. The little racist dude running around with the shotgun.
What racist dude running around with a shotgun?
That's their mascot.
Is it?
It's the little white rebel dude. Well, we know the rebel is a Confederate soldier.
Oh my God!
And then he got the little curled up mustache like a slave master. Yeah. The overalls and a shotgun.
Know what? That's about like the crack on Cracker Barrel.
Man, that's the man that bitch. Before the war.
From the record.
Before the war, the rebel was the one that chased the black people that ran.
Wow. Wow.
So yeah,
And it's Mississippi, so of course there's not gonna be an uproar over that.
And they had a Confederate flag for a while. Was a part of their.
Yikes! Well, at least they took that off.
Yeah, I mean they had to.
So what about? Let's change gears for a second. What about Diddy? What's going on with him?
In prison.
Okay.
I don't care how minimum it is. It's still prison.
So they moved him.
Yeah, he's out of the. What was he? Rikers Island? No, he was in federal prison. I mean, he was in federal holding.
I think I heard they moved him to Fort Dix.
No, I'm talking about before he went to Fort Dix.
Oh, yeah.
He was in a dangerous holding federal.
Jersey?
Huh?
Where's Fort Dix?
Fort Dix is New Jersey, yeah. Mm-hmm. Used to be an army base. They housed 4,000 inmates, but it's like a camp.
Does?
Yeah, it's like a camp, yeah. And that was where he asked to go to, so he got his wish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I think he's got to go through like a little trial period, like maybe 30, 90 days or whatever, but then he can start having visitations. Their visits don't have glass, you know what I mean? Their visits is more...
so you can like touch them?
Yeah, you can hug your family, walk the yard, do like a little activity and stuff. I think they get a weekly visit, or I think a once a month visit is like a 2-hour visit or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Somebody was telling me about it because I got a friend that was... He wasn't in Dix, but he was in a minimum security federal prison. He was in them, got caught like stealing like funds and stuff. Mm-hmm. He was like
embezzlement.
Embezzlement. Yeah. So, and he told me, you know what I mean, the prison that he went to is like Dix, and it's not. He said it's more camped out. He said everybody's going home, so you don't have anybody, a whole lot of violence or anything like that.
Right.
People trying to, it's not a whole lot of games and all that kind of stuff. It's still prison, but you know what I mean, you still
not at home.
Yeah, there's no murderers, rapists, and
Well, there aren't any rapists there?
Well, I mean, you always got a weak person, so you never know. But these people right here are going home in 2-3 years. Mm-hmm. They not, they there to go to school, get their time shortened.
Right.
So a lot of them where he going, they were like Alice Murdaugh, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Alice Murdaugh was a murderer. I don't want to use that one, but they were like on real rich people with on drugs, lawyers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of thing. People that that did stuff like that. People that did things like that.
Diddy.
So he should be okay. He should be safe. He should have a relationship with his, I think his daughters done finished high school, they're in college. So he should have a relationship with his daughters. And
you think the president's going to pardon him?
I think so. I mean, I think he's going to make him sit for a little bit. But, well, we know he's not going home to January because he's used up all his, you're going to stay there regardless till January. So he's not going to do
is that?
I think he used all the ones he had, right, for the year. Don't he get a certain amount a year or something like that? I don't
what?
Pardons.
Oh,
I didn't know he
pardons.
could pardon. Yeah, I don't think he could pardon the whole world. I think he's got a certain amount that he can do per year or something like that. Huh. And I may be wrong on that. We might have to look up that and fact check that. But I know they say something you could run out of them or something like that. But I'm not sure. Maybe not. But I thought he had a limit. But they said if he did pardon, he's not going to pardon again until January.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Let's see. How many presidential pardons?
Yeah. I don't think.
And then he pardoned everybody that got arrested for the
Yeah, he did that in January. Everybody that was still left in jail from the Capitol. It may be unlimited, but I think he has a limit.
There's no limit.
There's no limit? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
He can issue as many as he wants.
But I don't know what they're talking about. He can't do anything to January. I thought that's what, because he had a limit.
Only to federal crimes, not state level offenses. Franklin D. Roosevelt granted 3,600 pardons during the.
Dang.
Who were you pardoning, sir?
Who knows?
But Donald Trump has issued 143 pardons and 94 commutations during his presidency. And so I don't know if that's the first term or the second. Don't know.
He did a lot this year, so it might have been this year.
Might have been.
Because he pardoned the rest of the people that was in jail from the Capitol.
From January 6th. But it seems like to me it would have been more than 143, though.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it, though. They were sentenced during the whole Biden presidency, so they've been in there for 3-4 years. Just depending on how much time they got. Some of them didn't get a lot of time.
Yeah.
Some of them got 2-3 years, but that one guy had 25. The one that was the head of that
guy,
the little
head of the Proud Boys, look
look kind of black.
He wasn't black,
no.
Or Hispanic or something.
I don't know. I don't think he was.
He looked a little.
I think he was had something in him. But
Yeah,
I don't think it was black.
He looked a little mixed up to me.
He did a little mixed though. But yeah, he got pardoned. Man, that man had a 25-year sentence. You know he was rooting for Trump to win.
It was Enrique something.
Oh yeah, you know he was rooting for Trump to win.
It was Enrique
because Vance probably wouldn't have pardoned none of them if he was president. Because he came out against Trump for
doing that.
For doing that, yeah. And then he switched. I don't know what made them switch. I think they just told Trump, hey, you ain't gonna win unless you pick somebody like this, young and radical and stuff. And he just listened to him this time because he didn't listen to him
last time
when he went against Biden. He just thought it was a shoe-in.
You know who's been awful quiet? Mike Pence.
Oh man, he rich.
What does that got to do with it? You think he just
quiet people get rich? Quiet. Yeah. I mean, rich people get quiet.
Yeah,
he came against Trump. His own people don't like him.
But I really feel like the tide is turning though. I think the tide's turning, and this is why I say that. I think the tide is turning against him just a tad bit because of not the EBT thing, because there's still a lot of people that does not affect.
And they blaming the Democrats.
And they blaming the Democrats, even though, I do a vibe check on the comments. Like when they go live with PBS or even Fox, I look at the comments, and of course you have to consider some of them are bots. But a lot of people are not feeling the situation. So I say all that to say the EBT thing isn't necessarily affecting some of the population, but this government shutdown shit.
That's fatal.
And where it's really, really, really going to get to a point where something's got to be done is as of next week, if the shutdown doesn't stop.
They got no more money for the military.
No more money for the military, and they're going to shut down travel. There are going to be certain
the TSA.
Yeah, there are going to be certain markets.
Who they got running that now?
The people that still are going to work. Like I'm getting on a flight tomorrow out of Charlotte, and I've been checking. It's okay in Charlotte, but where I'm going is an international airport. I don't know what it's going to be like when we try to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Where you going?
To Texas.
Oh, I thought you said going international or something.
Well, no, it's the international.
You said, you going to...
There's an international airport that I'm landing in. It's not DFW, thank God, because from what I can understand, DFW is in shambles.
Is that other one?
Yeah.
Lowe's or something?
Love Field. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that one's quick too. You get in and out of that.
Yeah, I'm not, because it's smaller. But no, I'm not going to. I'm not going there. But
I flew into both of them.
Yeah,
Love is real quick.
Yeah, and it's a nice airport too. Yeah.
That other one, you gotta take the you like the Atlanta,
Baby,
you gotta take the train.
Yeah, and you better hope you have at least an hour in between connections, because if not, then you can cancel Christmas. So I think that when air travel starts to get affected, that's when people are going to really be like, okay, now we need to do something, because that's really what precipitated them coming back to the table last time, was that air traffic stopped. And I mean, when you think about it, if you're an air traffic controller, you already stressed out enough. You know, who wants to go to work and be stressed out and not get paid?
So the people that still, the TSA people that still going to work, are they getting paid?
No, they're working.
Oh, they think they're going to get back money?
No, well, they can't think that. They know that they're taking a risk by going to work, because the rumor is that they're not going to back pay them. I think they're not going to back pay them because they don't spend the damn money.
They're going to have to do something.
Just like that EBT thing, where they said they had, contingency funds to be able to pay EBT, or fund, at least partially fund it. But now they're saying they can't do it. And I think it's because they spent the money. Because all these billions of dollars that they send into different countries, and that they're giving to ICE to give them like wartime combat gear and wartime weaponry and stuff. They're funding all this money into ICE, and where's the money coming from? So I think the well is dry. I think they didn't spend all our damn money. That's just me. You know me.
Nah, I don't know. You're probably right. I don't know nothing about it. I know one thing. I'm going to eat.
You going to eat?
Yeah.
Regardless?
Shoot, I was in the grocery store today. Shoot, they done lowered some prices.
Yeah, because, I mean...
Ain't nobody can buy it. They don't want to go back.
Nobody can buy it.
Man, everybody ain't on food stamps.
No, everybody ain't. You're right. Everybody ain't on food stamps.
That's a small amount of the country's on food stamps. But it's a lot of people,
It's a lot of people. Yeah. And, regardless of what the narrative is that's being pushed, a lot of the people that are on food stamps do need them.
Hell yeah. And even if you were selling them, you probably needed to pay that bill.
You needed to pay that bill.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never knocked nobody for selling them. I ain't never bought none. But shoot, if you selling them, shoot, you probably need to pay something. You might sell something just so you can live a piece of the American dream. Go out on a date to the movies and have a steak. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't always about paying a bill. Sometimes, they just want to take the money and go to the club. So what? These people probably ain't been to the club in they probably don't go to the club but once every 4-5 months. You know what I'm saying? So, And
there's there's always going to be an element of somebody that's not doing the right thing. But,
I don't,
to each his own.
Hey, you know what I mean? As long as the kids ain't hungry, it's like keep going up. As long as there's the kids ain't hungry, I don't care what you do with them. Some people can make a pot of spaghetti and keep the party going for 2-3 days. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Depending on how many kids you got.
Hey, me and Terry Bosco did that a couple of times.
Man, shoot, I did that my whole life with my mama, boy. She ain't cook but 3 times a week. And one day, it'd be a little small meal too on Wednesday. It might be some Salisbury steak or something, or a little liver and onions or something. Should have beat it some rice. I used to love Master P song where he said, "I grew up on red beans and rice." The beans was the size of some bullets. I remember. I used to love what he said. I used to say it about every album. He would say that.
Livers and onions used to smell so good cooking, but that
you don't like it.
Oh my God, no.
But that's what people gonna have to do now.
Well, you want to eat.
They gonna have to get down with the get down.
Yeah, you want to eat. You want to eat.
There's gonna be a lot of tuna. A lot of tuna in the refrigerator. Tuna lasts 2-3 days.
It does.
Spaghetti. We give we give you tips how to survive 2-3 days. Yep. Hamburger helper.
Make you a big old pot of dirty rice.
Yeah. Manwich. Some manwich sandwiches.
Some perlo. You can make some perlo.
You know. So hey, Kroger always gonna keep that them thighs and them legs for $5.
Yo, you talking about that bag? That big,
I did something today, man. I cooked about 10. It was about 12 or 13
you put them on the grill?
I put them in the oven, smothered them. I put them on the oven. They waiting on me. Shoot.
They waiting on you now?
Yeah, I ate 2 pieces before I left, so I might eat something different and just eat that again tomorrow. But I'm trying to practice self-restraint. Like, start eating at all these restaurants. Like, I'm going to eat at the restaurants, but I got which days they got specials and stuff. I wrote them down like Sunday.
That's what's up. We're trying to save some money. So what do you think about, I think I already know what you're going to say, but what do you think about the blackout that's planned? No spending from the day after the day before Thanksgiving until December the 2nd.
What, we not buying anything? So like you're going to miss Black Friday?
Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
I don't spend no money on Black Friday.
No because how many 80-inch TVs do you need? You still got the 80-inch TV from last year.
I ain't getting ready to stand online, and I ain't getting ready to go in, and it's hard to get it online. Like, I do need a laptop, so I'm going to be looking for a Black Friday special on a laptop this year. But if it's a blackout, I join any kind. I join it.
I honestly think that that's going to be the only way that our voices are going to be heard.
Don't spend no money.
Not spend no money.
Yeah, I like the idea, but how many people going to go along with it?
I mean,
they did good with Target, though.
Right, absolutely. There's a few stragglers, but there's so many people. Like, I posted something on my Facebook page where there's a website that is up to date. They update it every day with people that have donated to the ballroom or donated to Trump directly, and there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are.
I thought you got mad.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that are that have contributed to Trump since he's been in office. Like Waze, I love Waze. Waze is I use Waze. I would rather use that than a regular GPS. But I can't mess with you no more. Waze and Spotify.
I didn't even know Waze did anything.
What do Waze
do?
Waze?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't have that no way, but I know what it is.
No, so Waze is like the GPS. Like,
no, I know what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about what did they do? Like, you can't mess with them no more.
Oh, they contributed to Trump.
Oh, they contributed to Trump.
Yeah, a lot. They contributed a lot.
Man, Target is what blew me. I like Target.
I love Target, but guess what? Target don't love us.
I ain't been in there since. I tell you what, man, I was down about $700 on my store card. And about a few weeks ago, my last payment, I was like, man, I got a zero balance on the Target card.
Yeah.
I ain't had a zero balance on a Target card in years.
That hurt my heart, and they still not getting it right. Like they had a chance to redeem themselves, and they still didn't get it right.
But they do.
What do you mean?
When I'm talking about when they had a chance to redeem themselves. Who gave them a chance to redeem themselves?
Well, they could have not doubled down on they're taking away DEI, but they did. And then they try to call Al Sharpton in as if somebody listens to Al Sharpton's ass.
Man, Al Sharpton 90 years old.
He's 90 years old, and he looked like a super blow pop. I'm sorry.
Al Sharpton.
Yeah, Al Sharpton,
Hey, he ain't never spoke for me.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? Him or Jesse Jackson, or none of them people. You know what I'm saying? All of them take money.
You want to know, I don't know where I was driving to, but I was driving somewhere, and I listened to a documentary on Andrew Jackson.
The white Andrew Jackson?
No, the black guy that was.
The mayor of Atlanta.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, him and my brother friends. Yeah.
Dr. King, that Marshall Dr. King.
Yeah, he was on the balcony.
He was a badass. Like he. I got a lot of respect for him.
Man, John Thomas. What's his name? John. Was it John? It's not John Thompson. That was a coach of Georgetown. John Lewis.
Yeah. Him and John Lewis. Yeah. But yeah, he was something else. Like he was something else. I think I'm gonna dig a little bit more into his life, but
oh man, so I grew up in my dad lived in Atlanta, and so I visit, I've probably been visiting him every summer from 10 from about, maybe we had a strained relationship from 2 to 10, but after 10 I probably spent from 10 all the way to 15, those 5 summers in Atlanta, and then I went to go stay for good all the way through high school. And so I know you're going to learn the history of Atlanta, living in Atlanta, because everybody know everybody, and everybody done been around, and they got a story. And Andrew, it was a bad man.
Yeah, he really was.
I don't think his last name is Jackson though. I think it's Young.
Maybe it's Young. Yeah, but he was the mayor, right?
Yeah, he was the mayor for
a while.
He
marched with.
He was with Dr. King on the balcony. It was him and John Lewis.
Yeah.
But yeah, Andrew was the man, and my brother was running for mayor. He endorsed him.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, well, John Lewis did too. John Lewis, one of them was failing in health, and said that my brother should take his Senate seat, but it went to somebody else. It went to a lady. I can't remember her name. Somebody dying to get to me, but yeah, it was a lady. But and that's what prompted him to go to the city. They backed him and said, "Hey, you ain't ready yet. Let's get you on the city council, and then you know what I mean." But but those were his mentors, man, and there's some. But those guys are approachable though. They not like you can't. Yeah, you can't talk to them. You know what I mean?
So it was actually a podcast that I said documentary, but a podcast that Rachel Maddow had done, where she talked to him, and Al Sharpton was there, his cotton head, and it was very good. Like I was very impressed with his life and the things that he done.
Yeah, Al Sharpton can't touch them boys.
Nah.
Now Jesse Jackson was in the struggle, but see, Jesse Jackson picked it up. He really didn't pick it up after Martin Luther King died. It was like maybe a few years later, like going into the 70s and stuff. And he was like the face of the black. But the person that I've always listened to and liked, and even though we don't agree on the same religious stuff, but I always thought Farrakhan was like the most powerful black man since Martin Luther King.
There's something to be said about Farrakhan too now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like, whether you agree with him or not.
Most powerful black man since Martin Luther King died. Well, I didn't want to say that. Andrew Young, pretty powerful black man, but Andrew Young he started like more of taking care of Atlanta. He wasn't, he got out of the national stuff and just kind of like concentrated on getting his city to where it needed to be. It was, it was full of black people, and, they wasn't thriving. Right. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of the 60s and the 70s. But he made it to where this is the place to come and do business. This is the place that y'all can come and build. And this is the place we're going to bring jobs. And we've got historical black colleges here already. You know what I mean? Let's put money into them and make them more powerful. And I mean, yeah, Andrew Young did a lot, but he did it for Atlanta. You know what I mean? He got kind of like off the national scene. But I think as far as just a voice of somebody saying, hey, this is wrong and this ain't right, I always listen to Farrakhan, was always my go-to. And it was another one, Benjamin Hooks, Ben Chavis, Benjamin Hooks, Benjamin Muhammad. You know what I mean? He changed his name a few times, but he was always strong. And as far as, what's going on in the community, and we don't have that no more.
No, we don't.
Like, there's a few people that like, the Justin Bambers and the what's the other one, that's Bakari and
Bakari Sellers, yeah.
And I don't know what's this Vance or something. I don't know what side he plays anymore. The one with the glasses that cried when Obama became president on CNN.
Oh, Van.
Yeah, I don't know what side. Yeah, I can't figure him.
Miller.
Van something. I can't figure him out no more. But I thought he was gonna be like a voice, but he just
he bends with the wind.
Yeah, he became a white person dog. You know what I mean? But the
Van Hall
or something like that. Yeah, but he's a sucker. And then I thought Obama was gonna do it, but he didn't want that role.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And I know he's the first black president, but he didn't want that role.
Cause he tapped Van Jones.
Van Jones, yeah. But Obama didn't want that role. Like we don't. Then you got the black man that did the what's the boy from Florida that got killed, the Martin kid. Trayvon Martin, that guy, the black guy that does the law. The law.
Yeah, you talking about that non-talking dude?
Yeah, but you know but all of them are in it for the money. Like,
I was about to say he is like on the money grab.
He the money guy. Now you got Justin Bamber that's coming up down here in South Carolina. He's a money man. You know what I'm saying? They chasing the big stuff. You know what I mean? The police brutality. You know what I mean? They talking about that and saying, but if it wasn't no money involved, they wouldn't be there. So you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure they take some pro bono stuff just to, hey, if I made $5 million a case, you know what I mean? I probably could take a free one too, just to make it look right. But you know what I mean? But I ain't trying to say what's in these people's heart, but a lot of that's money grabs. But we don't have nobody that ain't trying to
really for the people.
Yeah, they ain't trying to get paid. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now I see it's some Black Panthers kind of brewing again. You know what I mean? Like some community guys that's, and I think that'd be good for the black communities and stuff like that. The Panthers came back, but you don't know how the government gonna treat them. Is they gonna be a terrorist?
Right.
Or they talk about defending yourself. So are they gonna be a terrorist organization, or what they gonna label them?
Did you see in the news that young guy that got killed over? I think it was right here on Park Lane.
Yeah, the Chinese guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to use a
stand your
ground,
and they said no.
This man might as well just prepare to stay in prison for the rest of his life because he's not going to win that case. I mean, he could say what he want to say. The kid could have called him all kind of names. The kid could have threw the water bottle at him. But the day that kid, the day that when they picked that kid up and he didn't have that gun like he said he had, he was smoked. Mm. You cannot chase behind nobody and kill him. He was away from the store. Mm. You know what I'm saying? And if you thought the water bottle was a gun and you shot him in the store, you probably still wouldn't win because he's a kid. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And he clearly was a child.
He was a child, yeah. But you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win that case leaving the store and chasing behind him. But what I like to know is what happened to his son, because he was locked. He had got locked up for that too. Like, well, what happened with the son part of that? It's like that's a mystery. What happened to the son? Yeah. But I was in the court. I was there for some reason, but I ducked for another reason. But I ducked my head in there and said the other day. You know what I mean? While they was it was the first day. Mm-hmm. They spent an hour or 2 hours just talking amongst each other. So I got up out of there. But yeah, he this guy's not it. The consensus around the courthouse is that he don't have a chance in hell, no matter who his lawyer is.
Wow.
You know what I mean? They offered him 30 years. He didn't take it. You know what I mean? I mean, he's an older man, so
he might have, should have.
It's better than life without the possibility of parole, because that's what he gonna get.
Dang.
That's what he gonna get. He shot this boy in the back. He was 14 years old, and then they chased him down.
Yeah, sometimes.
I feel like I'm upset because I feel like it's a hate crime. It should go under the hate crime laws, federal hate crime laws, and I think he should, be given the death penalty like Dylan Roof. That's what I'm upset about. That
He's still on death row, Dylan Roof?
Oh, yeah. He ain't coming off of it. Yeah, Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof is going to die. But this and so he should. But this guy right here, how he didn't get, the federal didn't pick that up as a federal hate crime. It's just, I mean, that's the definition of a hate crime.
Yeah, for real.
Like that's what they used to do to us back in the day. Yeah. Chase behind us and murder us. You know what I'm saying?
It's about like that dude that got killed in Charleston all those years ago by that cop. Got shot in the back.
Oh yeah. That's definitely hate. That's a hate crime, man. Yeah. They would have never done that if it was a white person. Mm-hmm. Like as soon as he ran out of the store, he might would have ran out the door and been like, "Hey," but then chasing them down the street, man. Come on, man. Work. That's that's horrible. So I'm glad, I'm glad he's getting what he deserves. And you know what I mean? And the thing I like about it is that they need to stick it to him because when them agents was getting killed in Atlanta, we stuck by him even though they don't want to give us 2 soy sauces. You know what I'm saying? We stuck by him. You know what I'm saying? We stuck by him. We was like, that is wrong for somebody to go in here and be killing these massage workers. You know what I'm saying? We stuck by him, and when they came out with the Asian hate crime, I was all for that. Like, man, why y'all messing with these people? You know what I'm saying? So, it's good that they're going to return the favor on this one. So that's how I feel about that. I'm glad he's suffering because he's spending all his money on legal.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's got the bread, and then, see, like black people starting to go back to the Shell station just because it's black people working in there. Don't mean that he don't own it. He don't own it. They just shuffle that thing on to somebody else that's in his family. So his family still owns that gas station. I haven't been paying attention to it as of lately, but I know when they first opened back up that he was still the owner. Matter of fact, his name was on the books, and then I guess business was so bad they have a black people in there running it and everything. They don't have none of them are in there. They just have to trust that that's going to work. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he's still on. He may have had to sell it because he's got to be in some financial trouble to be going on. This got to be going on 3 years now. Yeah. He's been locked up 3 years and he has to pay that lawyer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could be $1 million by now.
Yeah, it could be.
So, high profile lawyer. Yeah. But this lawyer won't be able to get him off.
What else you got tonight?
That's pretty much it, man. What I got going on? Just in case somebody see this. Big thing that I got going on. I know you're going to be gone to Texas and all that. We got a Christmas party December 20th. You're invited to the Christmas party. Okay. It's on Broad River. Well, it's on River Drive. Yeah. It's at the Crush. Big building. Gonna have some superstars out there and live and out for the low bell bonding and the podcast people that gonna be there and let me backtrack. November 28th opening up. One of our artists is opening up for 803 Fest at the 803 Fest. Get your tickets to the 803 Fest. We're supposed to have a date on November 29th, but I'm not sure how that's gonna go. November 23rd. I got all the dates mixed up. Let me get it right. November 23rd. Dang. Well, this don't really matter because it's too late. The boat is full. But next Friday, from 14th through the 17th, we got our first annual Live Oak Cruise.
Oh man, why you should? Well, I'm be honest.
I told everybody. It's been online. Well, y'all know all the bad stuff I say when I flip out on people, but y'all don't see all the good stuff we do in the community.
On Facebook like that.
Not just you, but not you. I'm not coming down on you. This is a trend that if I say something about somebody or I rap something about somebody or I say something crazy on a podcast, everybody sees it. But all the good stuff that I do in the community and the places that I am and the places that I be at, those be the least amount of
well, people
views.
like drama.
Yeah, that is. But anyway, from the 14th through the 17th, we got the Live Oak Entertainment Cruise, first annual. I got this idea from DJ Cleve. I've been on a couple of his trips, and he said it on Facebook that the first time that he ever did it, it was only 26 people, and now he's boarding 1,600 people every time he goes on. He does a cruise or any kind of. He does a lot. He does 2 a year, I believe. He does Caribbean, and then he does the gambling one that they go up to the Maryland, or the crab one that they go up to Maryland. I think they gamble too up there. But yeah, he said he had 26. This is my first one. I got 61 people.
That's
so I become a platinum member overnight. So hopefully hopefully this goes good. I didn't get any shirts made because and it was a reason behind that. Is because some of the people that are going on the cruise are in a bike club, you know what I mean? And I wanted them, I figured that they're probably going to promote that a little bit, even though, they came in on my cruise, but, I think they're going to promote that. And then we got so many shirts out and all that kind of stuff. I didn't want to spend $400 or $500 buying more shirts and things like that. And it was just got too late to ask people, hey, it's $20 a shirt if you want a shirt. So what I want to do is, when we get there and everything like that, I'm going to have a shirt. So when they get there, they're going to be like, well, we don't have a shirt. But next time we're going to have shirts, you know what I mean? But I will have a shirt. A couple of people will have shirts. But after that, after we come back from that, November 23rd is the awards show for the South Carolina Metro Awards. It's Columbia's awards, and we're nominated, and artist that I manage and Prime manages is nominated.
Nice.
And a couple of people that we're affiliated with is nominated, but we're nominated for Label of the Year, and we're a management group, not quite a label, but the management group does have a label within the management group, so we manage a label, but we don't own a label. The label is owned by Devontae Abraham. But that's the 23rd, 803 Fest. The 803 Fest, get your tickets. That's November 28th. Matt B's going to be performing, and a couple other great people. Mike Clark is to name a few. Name a couple people that's going to be there. I think Nephew Jones or somebody like that. Money Train, few of the Southern Soul people that everybody know. I think we got something November 29th. That's up in the air with DJ Pay Me, but I think we are performing at that. And if we're not performing at that, we do have a tailgate that day. That's Clemson versus Carolina, the last game of a pitiful season for both of them. But we're still gonna go support both teams, both schools. The previous week, November 22nd, I missed that one, but November 22nd, we're going to have a tailgate out there for Coastal Carolina. That's also military night. And I have a stepson, son, I helped raise him. He passed away. He's military. We always go on the field, and they celebrate us for that. So we're going to do that tailgate also. So it's a busy month leading into December. Nothing really going on, but on December the 20th, we do got our Christmas party. And then on December the 31st, we have our New Year's party here. And that should take us into January. There's a few things going on in January. Couple open mics. We'll go back over all of that. Couple open mics. I think Bella the bartender's got a party in one of these buildings. I just figured something went wrong a little bit today, but we'll get that figured out. But the biggest thing, the only thing, all of that is on my mind, but the biggest thing is on my mind is we're doing the documentary of South Carolina independent artists. That is 2-night event, DJ Prime. You doing both nights, right? Well, I was going to do 2 different DJs, but I'm having a problem with the independent DJ of the year. He works at the car lot, so I kind of want to go with the same DJ. I was going to talk to you about that, but anyway, we did this. This is the second annual. We did one last year that was 81 artists in one day. So we're not doing that. Huh?
I think I remember that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah. That's a lot. You know what I mean? So we switched locations. We're at Envy Restaurant and Bar. Okay? We switched locations because everybody that signed up so far keep asking me, even though it's on the flyer. But it says Envy Restaurant and Bar presents Live Oaks Entertainment, you know what I mean, blah, 2-day event. Envy is a nice spot So it's not my house, so it will be no drinking and eating from other places in the parking lot. But we'll go over all that cleanup stuff as we get close to that. But the big thing is that this has been sold to a streaming site already.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's been sold. Guy's got a local guy. He's been in business a long time. He used to work for not that TV. I think that's what you call it. You know, the little thing that they have a lot of fighting shows on, kind of like Zeus.
Yeah.
They are some South Carolina guys, and their company is worth about $50 million now.
Wow.
So he was one of the people that was was around them as on their come up. So now he started his own thing, and he has agreed to buy this show. Wow. So we have sponsors already. We have a restaurant that's a high upscale. So this place is I love My House Bar and Grill. They've really been good to me. But this place is a little bit more upscale. So it's going to, but the thing about it is that they already have a crowd on Friday and Saturday. Mm-hmm. So you're going to perform in front of a lot of people, whether I sell a ticket or not. Mm-hmm. You're already going to perform in front of a lot of people. New audience. It's $50 to sign up. I'm only taking 50 artists this time. Out of those 50, I've already signed 18 artists, so it's 32 artists that's left. A lot of artists are going to wait to the last minute. Once the 50 is up, I don't care how well I know you, how much I like your music. I'm not doing more than 50. I'm not doing 51, you know what I mean? I will do 49, but I'm not doing 51, you know what I mean? It's not going to be last week thing where you're telling all the music's gonna be to the DJ before, by February 1st. We're not gonna wait until the week before. If you don't have your music by February 1st, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna move. You don't get your money back, and we're gonna move on to somebody else that maybe wants to join in. And I don't mean to be harsh, but this is gonna be on TV.
Right.
So the camera people need everything to be organized. The DJ, this is not a place where you run up on the DJ. You know what I mean? So the DJ needs to have everything. Everything needs to be professional, because I would like for this to be where this event will be taking place every year. So security is going to be there. Everything's going to be tight. They do have food. They do have alcohol. On Friday is the opening night from 4 to 7. You can get $5 top shelf drinks.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? So that's your Casamigos, your Patron. That's $5. So I'm going to tell you the trick. And she probably don't want me to tell you the trick, but I'm going to tell you the trick. The trick is to buy a lot of them between 4 and 7. And you can still get to them, you know what I mean, at 8.
Double fist, yeah.
Yeah, you can still get to them. So that's the trick. So at 7, 6, 5, 55, you probably need to buy 8 of them, 8 shots. You know what I'm saying? If you one of them people that like to buy people shots and all that kind of stuff, that's gonna be the thing. But even after that, their drinks are reasonable. Now the top shelf is not it's not the prices that they pay some places, but this is a nice place. Mm-hmm. You're gonna pay. They got a pool table. You know what I mean? They got good, clean bathrooms. No kind of issues. The heat work. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be cold. Mm-hmm. The heat works. You know what I mean? So and we got plenty of parking spaces. You know what I mean? So nice. It's gonna be a great event. I'm looking forward to it. Shoot, man, I like the 18 that already signed up. You just do one day with the 18 and cut it off right now to make a great documentary. But we're still going to give 32 other people a chance to join in. For your $50, you're going to get a taping of your performance. You're going to get a mini interview. And then you're going to, also when you do the bio, you're going to have a chance to be one of the featured artists in there. Because out of those 50, we're going to look at the bio and see 10 of them that we really want to hone in on the documentary. So that's what it is. Could be 2. It was supposed to be 2 DJs. I would like for it just to be one, just because he's more reliable. You know what I mean? And I more reliable to me. So, you know what I mean? And got one that works. You know how it is in the car business. If he's selling the car, he can't leave.
Yeah, right.
So, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things where he pop up in late. You know, we had 2 DJs last year. There's a conflict. He was one of the DJs, and he had to wait for the other DJ to get there. It was past his time, and had some artists that didn't want to give him the music because they didn't know him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They like, I ain't giving music, you know. It's just, then people coming in late, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna be that this year, buddy. Since then, we've done a lot of showcases, and they've all been a lot smoother. That one that they trying to blame me for in Rock Hill, that was not my show. I just gave them some money to help out. But so yeah, that we're ready for that, and that's gonna. And if I could sell it to get it to Prime, Tubi, and all the other places, it's gonna go. And people are going to really realize how good South Carolina music is. And I have some people that aren't going to, probably may not even come there, but they're going to be in that documentary. Mm. You know what I mean? You're going to see 803 Fresh. If it ain't nothing but 5 minutes, you're going to say, I already have a tape with me and him doing the interview that I can put into that documentary already, and I would get his blessings on that. But I'm going to try to get a fresh take on it, you know what I mean, and everything like that. But it's going to be awesome. And we'll keep going over there. You'll hear about that a lot between now and February. But you'll hear about that a lot between now and February. It's the end of February, so we got a while, but it'll come up on us fast with the holidays and all that kind of stuff. Before you know it, it'll be January 1st, and we'll only be, 50-something days away. So it's going to be great. Y'all going to love it. Like Donald Trump said, you're gonna love it.
And with that, that is tonight's show. I am King.
I'm Sharif.
We out.
And you're gonna love it. It's gonna be great, guys.